And we want y'all casual.
Okay.
This is fun.
Sweet.
And that's kind of the idea of this is, as your neighbor, I get to see you guys chill out a little from time to time that a lot of people don't get to see. Lots of coming and going, and
you gotta hear my scooter leaving every morning.
That's right. That's right. I tell people that you guys come in about 9:30 every night. But this is, of course, Hamilton Culpepper, and he's been writing for Bulldog Illustrated since, what, you were 13?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's going to be our main kind of question. Since we have Tony here, y'all want to talk a little bit about the success of seeing your good buddy do so well, and kind of like Danzer says on his radio, I mean, there's a buzz in the state of Georgia right now that's really cool.
I think it's awesome how we can walk down to the baseball games, go watch our roommate, our buddy from high school, go pitch, go be successful. Obviously, have the baseball team, be as successful they are this year. It's just, honestly, it's awesome. It's kind of a breeze, a step back, a time to kind of take a load off for us. Super casual for us, just to go down there. It was fun to watch, spend a Sunday afternoon. It's really relaxing.
Yeah, I've just been proud of Tony. I don't know nothing about baseball, but I like going down there and watching him pitch. I usually only go to the games that he's pitching, but I enjoy watching him and to see him do so well this season. And I hope for big things to come. June 6th, June 7th, somewhere around that with the draft and everything. Hopefully he does well. It's been fun to watch him.
Well, thank y'all for doing this. So, kind of the first thing I want to hop into is, what leadership traits do y'all see in one another?
Definitely with Charlie, you see a very servant leader. He's not trying to put himself in the spotlight. He's always trying to serve others and be there for everybody else, which is, a lot of what you need today. He's always going to be that guy who's going to lead by example. And he'll definitely be vocal when he needs to. But he's definitely a guy who's going to lead by example and always do the right thing.
With Jake, I definitely see, he's different than me. He's a lot more vocal than I am. He definitely leads more by a vocal example and by example, vocally and by example, I guess, you'd say. And I think he's also, he brings out the competitiveness side of everyone, especially in the football field. He tries to get everyone going. And, he does his best job of, encouraging everyone and bringing them along.
Was there a moment where either one of y'all kind of, either on or off the field, where it kind of clicked that this guy kind of shares my beliefs and, not only being a leader, but just sort of being a person?
Gosh, that's, kind of a tough question, but, kind of an easy one too. You can definitely kind of tell from the first time I met him, the kind of person he was, what he was about, kind of what him and his family stood for. So you can kind of easily tell the kind of person Charlie is, and it was definitely someone who I wanted to be around.
Yeah, I'd say the first spring we were together, being roommates and everything, got to know each other a lot. You get to know each other when it's just a 2-2. Basically, Tony was the third roommate that I always stayed with. So it was a lot of fun. Probably them.
So can y'all name or describe a coach early in your lives that had a huge impact on y'all?
Yeah, definitely Coach Laster. My high school coach. His first year coaching was first year coaching for my high school. Was my 9th grade year. He was incredible. Did an amazing job. He was right there with me. A man who led me stronger in my faith, and just incredible. He brought the competitive side of me, and also brought out the big picture side of football, and I can't thank him enough.
Yeah, I'd say mine sounds similar to that. My defensive coordinator in high school, Coach Stockton, I played both sides of the ball. He was my D coordinator and safeties coach, and he was a really good coach, and I really appreciate him as a man though too. He's got a great family, but he just really brought the best out of us. I think most of the kids on the team, he was always there for most of them, for everyone, and really good Christian man now. I mean, he make me mad sometimes on the field, but it brought out made me a better player, and I really appreciate him and still talk to him today.
And since y'all's faith is obviously a strong part of your being, do y'all have any scripture that you kind of lean on, or And I'm sure there's a lot of them, but
I really like Joshua 1:9, Jeremiah 29:11. I remember actually Charlie had a picture frame of Jeremiah 29:11 that we kept in our dorm room. For I know the plans I have for you, plans of not disaster, plans of to give you prosper and hope in the future. And love that one. Love Joshua 1:9, and those are two that I probably harp on the most and keep with me.
Yeah, when I was just actually sitting here before y'all got here with Tony, I happened to turn to it. I used to use it a lot. Kind of forgot about it, but John 12:27 kind of got me ready for games. But it says, it's going into this hard moment, and it says, "Lord, save me from this hour." But it says, "Oh no, for this very hour, I have been, God, you prepared me for." Basically, and he's kind of scared to go into that time, but you got to know that the Lord made you for that hour. You're about to go into that event, that time, and the Lord's going to be there with you. And that can be either a football game or something hard you're about to do.
Which might be a good segue to Kirby.
So, could y'all describe Kirby's leadership since y'all gotten here?
Gosh.
Good to meet y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Or, I guess Coach Smart.
Yes.
Coach Smart's leadership is relentless. It's never stopping. Is someone who's always going to strive to get the best out of you, no matter what. And in a profession like college football, I don't imagine it being any other way. And he definitely gets the best out of players, and definitely strives to make us be the best we can be every day.
Yeah, I guess the one word that comes to mind is just like the nonstop. He's always going. The dude's off the wall. Always, he's pretty dang wild when it comes to. Don't put that in there. But he's always, his leadership is it's always there, and it's never relaxing. Which it's I don't know, not to go too deep, but it's you got to have it, I guess, with college football nowadays, with it being almost year round now. You know what I mean? You got to have it. You got to have it always going, and Coach Smart does a good job of doing that.
And some of those things y'all are talking about, getting to know you a little and seeing you, and even Jake meeting your parents. Y'all come by some of that naturally, but there are players that they have to kind of grow into that. How has that transition for the team been? Now what? It's old hat now with the relentlessness, but sort of talk about a little bit of that transition that y'all watched.
What, from other teammates?
Yeah, other teammates and Kirby, and not so much comparing old to new, but just sort of basically watching people buying in, maybe.
Charlie's been here longer than I have, so he could, I guess probably give.
Yeah, I guess you talk about like old players and then seeing the new guys, like the guys from, not really talking about Rick as much, but
yeah. Just sort of just watching people come in and having to understand sort of the what your program's all about.
Yeah, there you go. So we definitely my freshman year was a big thing of trying to set the culture and the standard of what we wanted it to be, and I think we've done a pretty good job of developing that and understanding the standard that we have to rise to day in and day out, and be able to get the young guys to buy into that, and really believe it. We're getting better at that, and obviously you can always keep getting better at that, but really understanding the culture and the standard that we're trying to play to and always come in day out with is tough, and but I think I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, I'd say it's interesting to see for me how the younger guys now buy in a lot quicker than when I came in. Because when I came in, you still had guys that were still trying to buy in just like me, you know what I mean, with the new Kirby routine. because those guys had Rick for 3 years, the seniors and juniors and stuff, and even the sophomores had him for a year. But it's interesting to see, it's kind of been exponential of how fast the younger guys get to grow and learn and become better football players now, because they come right in with Coach Kirby and Coach Smart. And you have, so that's a big deal. He hates people calling Coach Kirby, but but you got all these. I think, I'm a senior now, and you got all of us started with Coach Smart, and now you get to see the younger guys grow a lot quicker now. So it's been good, and the team gets better for it.
So, Jake, as you moved to be an upperclassman, and Charlie, you graduating in December, how have y'all's leadership roles and just roles in general on the team kind of moved along and as y'all's time here at Georgia? It's been kind of fun for me, because being in the quarterback position, you're kind of almost automatically in a possible leadership position, and it was really easy for me my freshman year, just because I had Nick and Sony right next to me, and I got to see how they attack things, how they led by example, how they were vocal, and they were just great, guys who I could look up to and really understand, how to do it. And my sophomore year didn't have those two guys to kind of anchor to, so I had to kind of figure it out myself. Struggled at times, and thought, I did some good things at the right times. And now this year it's just been so much easier for me to lead, to talk to guys, to when to be vocal, when not to be vocal. And it's been much easier, and hopefully I can continue to get better, and be able to lead and really kind of prove on the field.
Yeah, when I first got here too, I was under some really good leadership in the tight end room under Jeb and all them. So I had him for 2 years and really learned a lot underneath him. When some of those older guys left, kind of my junior year this past year, and now this year, now I'm the old guy in the room. It's going to be a lot easier for me to kind of lead that room. And this spring was a lot of fun, kind of testing with it and playing around, and just being the older guy for the younger underclassmen in that room. And I got a lot of things to work on leadership wise, but it's been a fun spring to start, and I'm excited going forward.
And I think just a couple more questions. One more football. What are y'all most excited about this 2019 team?
Man, obviously the opportunity to win a national championship. I don't know who wants to win one more than I do. And the opportunity to play in just some really big games at home this year, it's going to be very fun, very excited, and I can't wait for those. And just can't wait for fall to begin.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. 2 years ago, the same chance to hopefully have a natty run is at New Orleans or something, I think, right?
That's right.
Yeah, hopefully to go to New Orleans this January, or next January, whatever. It's my last go around with college football, so it'll be a lot of fun. And just a player I'm excited to watch is the outside linebacker, Aziz. That dude's going to be a stud. I'm excited to watch him. He's worked so hard.
And then I guess the last thing would be we started on it, was talking a little bit about y'all chilling out here on your front porch. I also know that being in the outdoors is a big part of who you guys are. What does that really provide? Obviously a respite from the game, but when you're out there, what is that peacefulness?
Gosh, I mean, like you said, it provides an escape, just a peaceful place to spend time with boys. It's awesome for us to go out and go fishing together, go hunting together, and the camaraderie that comes with it. Be out there in the outdoors in God's creation, it's just unbelievable. And then to spend that time with some of your best buds, it's extremely fun. You make a lot of memories, and you have a lot of laughs. And I wouldn't want to obviously spend those times with anybody else.
Yeah, you said it pretty good. It's just a time to get away from all the craze of this world, the competitiveness of football, and just what's going on in our day-to-day lives. Just a time to go relax, and that's how I always think about time to relax and what our God created for us and enjoy it and just spend some good time out there.
Are y'all competitive out there?
Sometimes. I try not to be most times, but I can do it.
All right.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank y'all very much.
No,
Thank you,
I
guys.
appreciate it, man.
No, thank y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
You gotta
sweet.
get back to school, man.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, I'm not going back.
You know,
Nice.
Thanks, man.
All right, thank you guys.
Yeah.